One of the holiest Hindu temples situated in Nepal, Pashupatinath Temple is situated on both banks of Bagmati River on the eastern outskirts of Kathmandu. Pashupatinath is the most significant temple committed to god Shiva. Consistently, this temple draws in many older adherents of Hinduism. They show up here to discover cover throughout the previous a little while of their lives, to meet demise, be incinerated on the banks of the waterway, and travel their last excursion with the waters of the sacred river Bagmati, which later meets the holy river the Ganges. Hindus from each edge of Nepal and India are showing up here to bite the dust. It is accepted that the individuals who pass on in Pashupatinath Temple are awakened as a human, notwithstanding of any misconduct that could worsen their karma. The specific day of their passing is anticipated by celestial prophets of the temple. On the off chance that you are pulled into the spots where the soul of death can be felt, at that point consider Pashupatinath as your first destination. It is a temple with a special atmosphere of death. Death is present in almost every ritual and every corner of it. The main temple of Pashupatinath is a building with a bunk roof and a golden spire. It is located on the western bank of Bagmati and is considered a masterpiece of Hindu architecture. It is a cubic construction with 4 main doors, all covered with silver sheets. The 2-storied roof is made from copper and is covered with gold. This richly decorated temple with wooden sculptures is believed to make wishes come true. One of the most astonishing decorations of the temple is the huge golden statue of Nandi, Shiva's bull. Only followers of Hinduism can enter the main temple, but all the other buildings are available for foreigners to visit. From the eastern bank of the river, the main temple can be seen in its whole beauty. The western bank of Bagmati also hosts the so-called Kathmandu Valley, 5 temples, complex, which once was a holy shrine but now serves a shelter for destitute old people. Numerous religious buildings are also located on the eastern bank of Bagmati, most of them are devoted to Shiva. The majority of these buildings are small single-story constructions made from stone. From the outside, these buildings are reminding crypts, but in reality, these are sacral buildings, created for holding the symbol of the deity Shiva, lingam, erect phallus. Lingams can be found all over the complex. Along the right bank of Bagmati, numerous platforms for funeral pyres are built. The incinerations on these stages are typical action. Generally, sightseers get the opportunity to see at any rate one outdoors incineration. The majority of religious rituals are culturally unusual and even mind-blowing for Westerners, but probably the most culturally unusual thing in Pashupatinath is the specific smell of cremated bodies. Unlike any expectation, the smell has nothing in common with the smell of decaying flesh but rather reminds the smell of clabber mixed with different spices. Another culturally shocking thing in Pashupatinath is the image of local women washing clothes downstream of the river. The waters of Bagmati contain animal fat because of the ashes of cremated Shiva followers and easily wash the dirt from linen. It is accepted this is the manner by which the cleanser was designed. As far as Shiva is considered the patron of animals and all living organisms, monkeys and deers are wandering all around the temple complex on both banks of Bagmati. Monkeys are very often unfriendly, they beg for food, snatch things from careless tourists, and may even be dangerous. It is additionally exceptionally basic to meet sadhus in Pashupatinath. Sadhus are wandering ascetic yogis, who are trying to acquire liberation from the cycle of death and rebirth by meditating. They have an extremely extraordinary appearance with explicit yellow works of art on their bodies. The majority of sadhus are very tourist-friendly and eager to pose for photos with foreigners, but it is not free of charge. They live in caverns or minuscule cells on the domain of Pashupatinath. Sadhus have an extremely ascetic and even miserable life, but for a Westerner, their independent and unconstrained behavior looks mysterious.